anybody that here that just engaged in this confrontation, I need all your names and badge numbers, especially Tyrant. She's
Officer Frazier, Lieutenant Crowdy.
Okay, and what's your badge number?
Have a good day.
What's your badge
I'm
number?
Adam 201.
201?
Yeah, have a good day.
It says 158 right there. I'm sorry. Pardon me. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Connect.
And what's your badge number?
You know, there's a point of this. It's kind of like, you know, bordering on harassment.
How is it harassment? You're public service. I can record you all I want.
Exactly.
Right.
You have no business.
So arrest me. I do. This is public. I don't need any business to be in public.
We're all teenagers.
Right. Okay. Right. Thank you. So therefore, you were wrong. Have a good day, tyrant. You're all fucking tyrants.
At the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, an independent journalist from Channel K-12 faced aggressive obstruction from Officer Frazier, who falsely claimed the public police station was private property to avoid identifying herself. The situation rapidly escalated into a tense confrontation as the auditor was surrounded by multiple officers, including Officer Adam and Officer Connect, who suggested that filming public officials was bordering on harassment. Does the lack of transparency from these law enforcement officers directly infringe upon a citizen's constitutional freedom of the press? Join ID Refusal 101 as we analyze the line between official duty and abuse of power in this case. Special thanks to K-12 for the footage, and we encourage viewers to follow their original channel to support independent oversight.
Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
Hello. Hey, do you know if that area is publicly accessible?
No, why? What do you need?
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Appreciate it. Well, all these are probably police cars or something close to. So, I think she just called for backup. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for him as I don't need anything.
Come here.
For what reason?
You can't just be standing here recording us. What are you doing?
But I can though.
You're on private property. What do you need?
So this is in the police department?
This is the police department, but what do you need?
I don't need anything.
Okay. So how can I help you?
Oh, I'm recording.
For what?
I'm an independent journalist. Appreciate it.
Okay. From where?
I'm independent.
You have your ID with you?
I don't need it.
For what?
For what reason was
Well, I don't want you standing here recording on the police department for obvious security
Well,
reasons,
you just told me it was private.
Okay.
You just told me. What's your badge number?
You don't need my badge number.
I do need your badge number. You just engaged with me. So if anything else, call your
Would you
superior.
like the supervisor?
I would.
Sure.
Because you're supposed to give me your name and badge number when I ask for it. Okay. We will see. We will definitely see. Hello.
How you doing, guy?
All right. How about yourself?
I'm good.
When
What's
you
going
walk
on?
That's good. Could I have your name and badge number, please?
No, not right this minute. You can't. What are you
Oh,
here for?
and why can't I?
Because I'm asking you, why are you here?
It's the public. I don't need a reason to be in public.
Really?
I don't. Is this not?
Somebody coming up here?
Yeah.
Is this not public?
I just want to real quick explain to you. When I'm on the phone right now, I'm talking to somebody from the courts, right? I'm
Okay.
on the phone with the judge.
That's fine.
And you walk up to my car.
And I said, pardon me.
Okay. So
Right.
then you asked if you can go back there.
I said, was it publicly accessible? Correct.
It is not.
Okay, and that's fine, but this is, so what's the problem?
No.
I have the freedom of press. I'm sorry. You're going to get some education today.
So then you're refusing to tell me your name or anything, right?
I am an independent journalist, and I don't have to tell you my name unless you have reasonable suspicions that I've committed a crime.
So I don't have to tell you my name, right?
Okay, so why are you
the
engaging me
courtesy
asking me?
can go both ways.
Well, I
am
don't
right?
want to have courtesy.
Could
I don't
the
need a
courtesy go
lecture.
both ways, yes or no,
Hey.
right? So now I had to get off the phone with the judge.
You didn't have to.
Well, yes, I did because
Okay.
because you're coming over here.
Right, and I'm coming over
So
here and
when I'm
doing
on the
what?
phone with the judge right now,
What am I doing exactly?
you're not understanding what I'm saying. So I'm on the phone
Hey, how
with
you
the
doing?
judge. You come over to my car.
And I said,
ask
pardon
if
me.
you can film.
I said, pardon
No,
me.
you cannot. No.
So
That's it.
the lady's in the car, I'm recording, I came up, I said, hey, excuse me, is this area publicly accessible? The fenced area, which is open. And she says no. I said, okay, sorry about that. She said, what do you need? I said, I don't need anything. I continue to walk off and continue to record. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Everything I'm doing right now is constitutionally protected. It's the First Amendment. I have the freedom of speech and press, so I don't see what the problem is. If this is a public area, which it is since it's the police department, what's the problem? She claims she doesn't have to state her name and badge number after she engaged with me. It's not like I came up and had a problem or anything like that. So now you're saying you don't. So you're saying that you don't have to.
The confrontation begins as K-12 exercises his oversight rights at the Indianapolis Police Department, a publicly funded facility. When approached by Officer Frazier, K-12 correctly executes an ID refusal as there is no reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Under the First Amendment, citizens possess the right to freedom of the press and may record in public spaces without prior authorization. Officer Frazier committed a procedural error by falsely claiming the area was private property and refusing to provide her name and badge number after engaging with a citizen. This behavior points toward police misconduct, as officers are generally required to identify themselves upon request during official duties. K-12 is legally sound in asserting his constitutional protections. In similar encounters, maintaining an ID refusal is vital unless a lawful detention is established. Viewers should always demand a supervisor when faced with such lack of transparency to counter potential civil rights violations. Identifying these patterns is key to mastering the ID refusal process against unlawful police demands.
You walked over to my car
And said, pardon
while I
me.
was on the phone.
So are you from Indianapolis?
I am actually.
Okay, so you remember the news reports not too long ago? We had someone come by and fire shots into this
That has
roll call?
nothing to do with me.
I understand that.
Okay.
Do you understand why we would be a little concerned about someone wandering around in
It's
our
a
parking lot?
safety issue.
Okay, and once I told her that I was an independent journalist and I have the freedom of press, and
Well,
what?
independently journalists, journalize whatever you like.
Thank you. So can I have your name and badge number? She told me I couldn't record here, that this property was private. So all of that there is a lie. This is publicly funded. I want her name
Well,
and badge
there's
number.
sections of it.
I want her name. But okay, this is publicly accessible. I never went into any private area.
You
all
seem
right.
very confrontational.
I'm not-
Can I ask you what?
Confrontation. I've been
why-
approached. I walked away from her after asking if that area was publicly accessible.
The officers are attempting to use past security incidents to establish a non-existent legal barrier against K-12. Referencing a prior shooting does not grant legal authority to suspend constitutional rights in public spaces. Officer Frazier disseminated misinformation by claiming a publicly funded facility is private property to coerce K-12 into ceasing his recording. This conduct directly violates the essence of the First Amendment regarding freedom of the press. K-12 effectively maintains his ID refusal because an officer's subjective safety concern does not meet the reasonable suspicion threshold required under the Fourth Amendment for a mandatory ID demand. This is a textbook example of police misconduct where fear is used to supersede the law. When faced with these tactics, one must remain firm in their ID refusal, clearly stating the public nature of the location and demanding the officer cite a specific statute that prohibits filming. Mastering ID refusal is the most potent weapon to stop government overreach hidden behind the veil of public safety. Consistently applying ID refusal ensures that officers remain accountable to the law they are sworn to uphold.
She said no. I continued to walk off, and then she chased me down. I politely waited right there for her.
Down, you have a
Hey,
recording
excuse me.
now.
Hey, I
So
stopped.
your journalism, what's the
I don't
story
have to
you got?
answer any questions. Not regarding that. If I'm not being detained,
I'm Lieutenant Karate. Have a good
I
day.
don't want to be touched. Appreciate it. Thank you. There's 4 people around me with guns. I feel very threatened.
You weren't.
You just touched me.
You're free to leave.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Appreciate it. All right, thank you. Thank you. No, sir, you weren't. But I want her name and badge number, though. That's for sure.
That's Officer
I want
Fra-
yours as well.
That's Officer Frazier.
Everybody that here that just engaged in this confrontation, I need all your names and badge numbers, especially
the
Tyrant. She's a
Officer
tyrant.
Frazier, Lieutenant Karate.
Okay, and what's your badge number?
Have
I
a
don't
good
want to
day.
get all in. What's your badge
I'm
number?
Adam 201.
201?
Yeah, have a good
It
day.
says 158 right there. I'm sorry. Pardon me. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Connect.
And what's your badge number?
You know, there's a point of this. It's kind of like, bordering on harassment.
How is it harassment? You're public service. I can record you all I want.
Exactly.
Right.
You have no business.
The situation reaches a fever pitch as K-12 is surrounded by 4 armed officers, creating a coercive environment designed to break the auditor's resolve. While Officer Adam, 201, and Officer Connect, 158, eventually provide their credentials, Officer Frazier continues to evade accountability. The police allegation that monitoring public officials constitutes harassment is a common intimidation tactic used to force an ID refusal surrender. Under the Houston v. Hill ruling, citizens have a protected right to verbally challenge or criticize the police without it being deemed obstruction. K-12 displays remarkable composure by issuing the challenge, "So arrest me," knowing full well that no crime has been committed to justify a lawful arrest under the Fourth Amendment. Physical contact by officers without legal detention is a significant infringement on personal liberty. When being swarmed, staying calm and doubling down on your ID refusal is essential, reminding officers that filming in public is a constitutionally protected activity. Firm adherence to ID refusal in these high-pressure moments is the only way to expose police misconduct and lack of transparency. Your right to ID refusal remains intact as long as you are in a public forum and not under a lawful arrest.
So arrest me. I do. This is public. I don't need any business to be in public.
We're all teenagers.
Right, okay. Right, thank you. So therefore you were wrong. Have a good day, tyrant. You're all fucking tyrants. Excuse my white voice. Matter of fact, we're gonna go in here. I can go in wherever I want. We're gonna see if we can't press the issue. I would like a formal report. Maybe they locked this area and I can't get in. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, very smart. That's all right. I'll be back. Don't even worry about it. Got their ass, man. Learn y'all rights, exercise our rights, and scream fuck 12. Again, this is another audit from FK12, coming from Indianapolis, Indiana. And the audit was done at IMPD out here in Indianapolis, Indiana. They're definitely tyrants. She told me that this was private property from the beginning, which was a lie. She said she didn't have to state her name.
K-12 concludes the audit by asserting the supremacy of citizen oversight over public servants who overstep their bounds. The deliberate deception regarding property status and the empty threats of arrest by IMPD officers constitute a clear case of police misconduct. Under the First Amendment, using strong language to criticize government officials, including labeling them tyrants, is protected speech and does not provide a legal basis for detention. Throughout the encounter, K-12 maintained a flawless ID refusal, forcing officers like Officer Connect and Officer Adam to operate under the lens of public accountability. K-12's decision to move toward filing a formal complaint is the essential next step in ensuring these civil rights violations are documented. By practicing ID refusal, you are not just protecting your personal privacy, but actively resisting the normalization of police overreach. Remember, without articulable specific of a crime under the Fourth Amendment, your right to ID refusal remains your primary shield. K-12's persistence in Indianapolis serves as a powerful reminder that constitutional protections are non-negotiable. Mastering the art of ID refusal is the most effective way to remind law enforcement that they are bound by the law, not above it.
In summary, this encounter highlights a stark contrast in legal compliance. For the auditor, K-12 receives a grade A for his profound understanding of the First and Fourth Amendments. He maintained composure under pressure and executed a textbook ID refusal to safeguard his civil liberties. Conversely, the Indianapolis police, specifically Officer Frazier, receive a grade F for providing false information regarding public property and failing to identify, representing a significant breach of protocol. Officers Adam and Connect earn a grade D for participating in a coercive environment based on baseless harassment claims. The core legal principles at play are the right to film in public and the right to maintain an ID refusal absent reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. When facing similar tactics, always uphold your ID refusal. Record the entire interaction and insist on a supervisor's presence. Do not let transparency gaps intimidate you. Subscribe to ID Refusal 101 to sharpen your legal knowledge, and make sure to follow the original channel, K-12, to support continued government oversight. Knowledge of the ID refusal process is your best defense against constitutional overreach.
Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.